Hello guys, hope that you're well. Back with another market recap. So this is the 10th of February 2026, New York AIM session. So let's just quickly go to the high time frame. Even let's go actually to the 4 hour. So if you don't mind all the lines, I still need to clear it up a bit, like all these lines. But if you focus, let me actually do this. So if you look at this, we had a rundown, took all of the sell side that we were looking at, like we had the sell side that you were looking at, maybe like the sell side, all of this, and we have taken most of the sell side, even these. Not they didn't take the full sell side there, but it's a big retracement. And if you just bring it back into maybe just this price action, this section, you can see they really want to target this high. Looks like they want to drag into that and maybe come back into this untraded 4 hour. Even on the hourly, I can show you guys. See here, untraded 1 hour fair value gap, and they want to target that because you guys can see this is 9 p.m. 9 a.m. on Tuesday 3rd of Feb. So they just left that range fully without like trading in the New York Open. So generally they want to come back to that. You can see this is a typical market maker buy model. So the sells, and then the fair value gaps on the left side, the sell side leg of the market maker buy model. You can watch how they respect that. So this fair value gap that they used to run lower, they use that to run up. Same here. Start respecting it and ran up. So this buy side, are they're gonna focus for that, and then of course this right there. So let's go back into the lower time frame. So initially I had this fair value gap marked out. They started respecting it, so I was checking if they want to respect that still, but generally they also want to take that sell side because this is midnight low, midnight low. So generally they want to go back into that and basically purge the sell side in a fair value gap, which is also a very good probability of them running the opposite position. And they also came back to this small fair value gap, untraded 15 minutes. I think they just tapped it. But yeah, so if I go to 5 minutes for the people that trade dodges in trades, whatever, 5 minutes fair value gap, they closed above it, you buy until buy side. I did look at that trade, but I like to add on to the position basically, but this I didn't have to. It's not needed. So you guys will see. This is first presented. So we had market open, took that small buy side, came down. First presented, they took a low with that first presented, so it's a very good probability first presented. They came back into that with us still wanting to go lower to see the sell side poached and all that. I just had this thing, I just rolled it up, check for them to go up down, and they did, just to play around while I wait basically. And here is the SMT at the very low when we took all the lows. So I was actually looking at this low, and people who enter on this inversion did really get like chopped out. Unfortunate, but for anybody that maybe bought on this, you can really think of still buying again if you get stopped out from that. It's just the way the market, sometimes you get traders out, but that's only if you have like 100% confidence that it is going to buy side. You just didn't enter on the right time. So they missed my Tuesday first presented fair value gap, which was on a holiday, a bank holiday. I think it's also the first presented of this month. I'll have to actually check. I haven't labeled the day yet. I don't know why I didn't. Um, so this SMT, I can show you guys. ES didn't take that low. That's an SMT. And I bought, as we respected this, we broke this a low. So we actually purged that low again. Turtle soup. And as we came back in, and I saw like, yeah, we are actually respecting this entry fully. Well, this PD array, I knew, okay, this is 100% going to be entry. So I entered, and I was actually having a limit, a buy limit at this fair value gap if they can tap it, but they didn't, unfortunately. So they left it open as a breakaway gap, ran up, and then this is first presented. We ran through first presented, again not giving like any entries on the first presented. They almost gave a entry here, but it's just didn't tap it. If you were to buy on this, then yes, but otherwise no, first present wasn't used. So we broke above the first displacement leg of 7 a.m, which is this. So this is 7, you can't use that because this is not 7. This is the first displacement leg. And we broke above it. I saw on the normal NQ they didn't take this high. So this didn't happen actually where they took the high. They came back to the first displacement leg, and we ran up with aggression, taking basically this relative equal highs, and then again above to buy side, and just demolished everybody that were like had the stop losses there. So yeah, it's a good market day. For anybody that like enters on inversion fair value gaps, in my case, for anybody that enters on, so as I say, inversions, this is the only version basically, so you have to enter there, or as they came down back to this 15 minutes fair value gap, that's your entry. And on the 5 minute, as I said, this on the inversion, they came back to this 5 minute now, which I actually expected them to do, and they should, with this price action, they should be targeting the buy side. Here's our SMTs at the moment. You guys can see SMTs on the high time frame. I think this is an all-time, no, it's not the all-time high, but in my case ES are targeting these highs, while NAS are targeting these highs, but this fair value gap mostly. Yes, I'll clear up my my chart, don't you guys worry. But that market bank holiday first presented was on the 20th of January. That's the first presented. I'll just make sure to add that. Yeah, sorry guys, I still need to clear up my charts. I sometimes forget to clear out all the opening range gaps that I mark out. But again, this buy side that we marked was a high probability because of, you know, the high time frame, you know, structure, and especially because it's Wednesday, February 4th opening range gap high, so it's a big draw, a lot of liquidity there. So yes guys, I think that is it for the market. Again, the market can now just go on a parabolic and don't just move, or they can just run up and run for buy side. But again, also I wanted to mention that I forgot about the entry. So if you guys see, the time I entered was 9:50. That is the macro time. So the macro is from 9:50 until 10:10. That's the macro. I don't think I have a thing for that. No. But that is the 950 to 1010 macro. And as we left this, I knew, okay, this is now the macro, 950 to 1010 macro. So I feel like they would 100% run to an opposite liquidity, aka the buy side, because we just burst the sell side 2 times and tapped into the high time frame PDRA. So yes, just to give more insight on my entry. So I hope you guys enjoy the review. If you guys have any questions of any kind, let me know, and I'll make sure to answer you guys in the comments. Enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe. Cheers.